No one is to speak.
Okay, thank you. We'll move into the public hearings. I open the public hearing for case number WS10-01, an application filed by Jones Engineering for the Senior Resource Center for approval of a 28-lot consolidation plat for property located at 3227 Chase Street and Zone Residential R1C. And at this time, I would like to disclose that one of the applicants is a fellow member of my Rotary Club, and in fact he is the immediate past president, and my Rotary Club has agreed to donate money for the construction of said property. I don't believe I have a conflict of interest because I have no direct financial interest, but I think I would like to disclose it. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can you hear me? No. There we go. Sorry about that. Good evening. For the record, Meredith Reckert, Wheat Ridge Community Development Department. This is case number WS10-01, which is an application by the Seniors Resource Center for approval of a 28-lot consolidation plat at 3227 Chase Street. The property owner is the Seniors Resource Center. Again, property zoned R1C, and it is currently used as the Seniors Resource Center and the Wheat Ridge Public Library. The purpose of this request is to combine all of the individual lots that comprise the parcel so that we can facilitate an expansion and site improvements for the center. I'd like to enter into the record the subdivision regulations, zoning ordinance, contents of this case file and packet, or contents of this digital presentation, and the case file and packet materials. The property is within the city of Wheat Ridge, and all the proper noticing and publication requirements have been met. Therefore, Commission does have jurisdiction to hear this case. This first slide that we're looking at shows the site. It's an aerial that has the property boundaries outlined in red. And just to talk a little bit about the Senior Resource Center, it is a private nonprofit corporation that provides a wide range of services to seniors in the community and the county, and they do such things as provide transportation services. They have adult daycare, respite services, in-home care service, and so on. The applicant has indicated to the city that in order to continue their mission and serve this growing population that they do need to have this expansion, and by expansion of the facility, they will be able to house the adult daycare program and able to expand their clientele from 40 to 80 people, so doubling their capacity. The property is just under 90,000 square feet in size. It is bounded by Chase Street, which is over on the eastern boundary, 32nd Avenue to the south, and Depew on the west. This is kind of an interesting arrangement they have. The building on the eastern portion of the property is the Senior Resource Center. This western portion is the Wheat Ridge Public Library. They are combined by a second-story walkway, which I have a photo of in a minute. And in addition to that, they have the parking for the clientele and also the patrons and the buses that provide some of the transportation services as part of their mission. This picture is really the same one, but it's got the overlay of the original subdivision plat on it. The structure that is located on the eastern part of the site was built as the Columbia Gardens Elementary School in 1930, and additions were added to it in the 50s and 60s. What these lines on the aerial represent are the original platting lines that were part of the Columbia Heights subdivision. That was one of the first plats in Wheat Ridge. It was approved in 1890, probably one of the first in the county as well. And so this entire portion of eastern Wheat Ridge is included with this plat. Those lines typically, if I'm not mistaken, represent a 25-foot width by 125-foot depth. Due to the location of the existing structure on the east and the fact that it had a non-conforming setback, the Senior Resource Center did apply for and get variances in 2006 to facilitate the expansion with the intent of trying to carry on the look of the property from the Chase Street elevation. Typically, variances do expire, however, because of their fundraising challenges, we did extend those so that they will be able to come in and pull a building permit and not have to go back to the Board of Adjustments for any approval. Those variances are still in place. This is a copy of the zoning map with the aerial overlay. Again, the property is outlined in red with Depew Street on the west, 32nd on the south, and Chase Street over on the east.